audiobook.
Well, hello everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the Friday show. And give me a second here as I tune into the proper screens. And BOSTO to everyone, and favor as well. Nothing missing, nothing broken. And welcome to Friday. We're going to do a lot of fun things with the cards today. And we have guests coming on. Nina the Mystic, how are you doing, my dear?
I'm excellent. Thank you, Wayne.
You're looking good as always.
Thank you so much.
And we, well, of course. What do I send the check to?
Back at
you. and we have Darth Samuel Nigel. Is that correct?
Actually, that's my birth name.
Okay. Well, we'll just go with.
I didn't want to use my actual name, so.
Sure. Works for me. So welcome. I know that we had tried to get you on with Brian, memorial service, but anyway, so welcome, sir. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bright, sunny face. I love this. And I think we'll have two others coming on. We'll see. Hoping to see Brian Lunsford on here and Zerilath. So folks, how are y'all doing?
Well,
excellent.
Excellent. I love that.
Thanks for having me back on.
Hey, sure. So how's life been treating you since then? I think I asked you that question off the air, but we'll go ahead and do it again if it's for gratuitous sakes.
Doing great. Yeah.
Plugging
away, still working. Everything's going quite normal for me, actually. Not much changes, so which is a good thing.
Yeah. Listen, moments of quiet tranquility. Yeah. I'll take that any day.
Yeah.
And Darth, tell us a little bit about, I know that if you want to, it's good to see you. I know you've been active in the, I see you in the chat rooms and, with all the rest of the Soul Tribe family. So good to see you.
Thank you.
Are you a shy type of guy? Because,
I'm not much of a people person.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all right. I have a shirt.
Even in my confirmation class, I was the black sheep, questioning everything.
Well, questioning everything is how we all got here, I think.
Actually, my class is the class that made my pastor hell.
And there is Zerilath. How are you doing, sir? You're on mute. We can do sign language.
There we are.
Hey, there we are.
I don't know sign language.
I just wanted to make sure I made a gentle landing instead of it being all like bad visuals and.
Oh, wow. I think it was very smooth. How many of you remember, I'm dating myself, but the very first Saturday Night Live, and Garrett Morse did for the hearing impaired? Y'all didn't ever see that?
I don't think I saw the first one, no.
Yeah. So, the hearing impaired is just, how are you doing? And that's, if you didn't hear that, well, then too bad. Well, Zerilath, haven't seen you in a while, my friend. How are you doing?
Oh, I am well. It's been such a weird, bumpy journey, and then then I had to go to war with all the masks, and so like that threw my consciousness into a new mindset.
yeah. There, I'm glad we got a good group here because there's a lot now beginning to come forward about the ritual of the mask. And that this is a heavy, you want to call it Freemason, you want to call it Illuminati ritual that basically you wear the mask, you're basically signifying yourself as the slaughter. I'll open that up to the group. I mean, has anyone else heard? I read an article on it, so that's why I'm talking about it.
It's law now here in Minnesota. That you have to wear it in public place.
Yeah. Yep. Same here in Colorado. Like, really? Yeah. Seeing some weird stuff going on in people's interactions in public places. You got some people are just adamant that no. And now they're becoming social outcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You're getting the whole social shaming, look at you sideways if you're not wearing it or, and I've going back, it's like a humiliation ritual.
Yeah.
They're humiliating us. This is the type of thing that they used to use for the slaves back in the day. right?
As I said, this article brought out very clearly. In
Yeah.
fact, I'm going to do a show on Monday, and I'm going to show the ritual. And I'm sitting here dropping my jaw, going, where did we hear this before?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've been a social outcast all of my life. So
Is that most of us
Welcome to the
here?
club.
none of that
Is
matters.
that most of us here? Can I feel that common thread?
Well, you are amongst friends then. I mean, it's like, that's kind of like, I kind of feel like the Hobbit. We're on this quest and we're going through this really weird country. I mean, it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz scene where they're Dorothy and the Tin Man and the lion, etc. And the Wicked Witch pours the elixir, the poppy plants. I mean, if anyone's ever been high on opium, it's a really strange reality. This is what this one's feeling like. Anyway, that's just my commentary.
You look at people with the masks, and there's for the most part one kind of person, because of most people wearing these masks are so willing. You got the guy that you can tell, you look in their eyes and they've either got that piercing gaze or that dull gaze. If they got that piercing gaze, you're like me, you're putting it on because you're really being forced to, and it's in your mind as a resistance. And then there's other people where it's just like these dull eyes, and it's just, those are the ones you can tell their spirit has just completely surrendered to the whole thing, and whatever false belief that they're contributing to a swift end to it. Because it's not just that you're this spreader or whatever. It's just like you're the reason why the government says I gotta keep this on longer.
It's your fault. Your fault.
It's like no, you're just a control freak.
And here's an odd perceptional viewpoint on this. And this is just me, but from my religious indoctrination, I could easily interpret this as the mark of the beast.
Mm-hmm.
You can't buy or sell or trade anything in public unless you have the mask on.
Yep.
This is on top of the fact that many places are arbitrarily phasing out cash purchases because of my COVID finger.
Yes, because that money is nasty lucre. I mean, that's what it is, filthy lucre.
Hey, there's a higher likelihood that you're going to find trace amounts of cocaine on your dollar bill.
That's true.
But we're not going to talk about that and why that is.
And most likely on $100 bills. Imagine that. What's up with that?
That's how.
Okay. Yes, but it's so true. I mean, so I think today I thought that we would do just some fun reading of the cards, because there is, I contend that the energy is getting more intense. That's the only word I could say, or someone's amping up the amperage. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Comments, thoughts?
The veil feels thinner for some reason.
It does.
I've been seeing and feeling spirits a lot more lately. It's weird. Yeah.
We're dog sitting, and I can tell you it took her a couple of days to get used to the traffic, the spiritual traffic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this new moon, something happened during this new moon.
Yeah.
This new moon was part of the it was opposition, I think, right? Astrology, because this entire pandemic corresponds with what is going on with Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter making their very, very slow conjunctive at the moment transit. They're retrograde. They're technically in Aquarius, but they've retrograded back into Capricorn. And so there is massive power struggles, because you've got, because these are the two major signs, plus you've got Saturn in there. This is all this is all Saturnalian energy that is changing as we're going from, restructuring of our control grids, aspects of what's happening, because we're in the age of Aquarius now, and these slow moving planets are running through Capricorn / Aquarius, and we're watching all the breakdowns in all of these different structures. Pluto is like the phoenix; it destroys and recreates things as it passes through, and that's all the conjunctions that are going on for quite some time, and we're basically, for the most part, waiting for Jupiter to which is the fastest of the three, to kind of break away from them.
I hate those retrogrades. Always a pain in the ass. I mean, they always screw things up. And Saturn, isn't that just negative energy itself? I mean, isn't that what Saturn pretty much represents? Or am I wrong on that?
The cult of the of the black cube that's out there, like everything can be made negative. The planets are part of the archetypal designs of different facets of consciousness, and Saturn has a lot of restrictive energy, right?
Yeah.
Because of how it deals with the order aspect of law and order. Like law would be like Jupiter, order would be like Saturn, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. I wait to speak because Saturn says, shut up, be polite, there are other people in the room. Right? But if I want to be a little tyrant, if I use abusive magic with the Saturnalian energies, well, then that turns into something, different altogether. Just like with Jupiter, if you go and you become extraordinarily arrogant about your moral authority or whatever, like that's where you get the Roman Empire, with all, with their particular brand of Jupiter worship. Right. So you can make something negative out of all the planets because of how your rituals feed them. And the Saturnalian cults, the black cube cults, which are across many traditions, in particular the Abrahamics, are very
they're into that cube stuff. They're into that cube stuff. I read one book, that's where they say Yahweh is set up his dominion on Saturn.
What Pastor said.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
Pretty much everywhere you go, Yahweh's on Saturn.
Yeah, it's and isn't there, what are we heading for, the big crescendo this December?
Yep.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Is it the 21st or the 23rd? I forget which
21st.
one. The 21st. Yeah. Someone said that the Mayans, we misstated them. They were really meaning 2020.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that's far-fetched. I mean, the church came in and wiped them all out. So, I mean, they didn't leave us the guidebook, they said, here.
They probably burnt the guidebook.
They probably did. Anyway.
Along with the rest of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, ignorance is a bitch. That's all I got to say. It
I
truly
wish I knew
is.
magic was real. Otherwise, I would not be cursing myself at a younger age.
It is real. It is real. And then every
we're
time
side
I
effects
say
of it
that,
now.
I always hear Israel,
Yeah.
You see that?
That's
Israel?
what I heard too.
That's exactly it.
Israel.
Yeah. Okay, moving right on along. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is real.
I know. I just heard that when you just said that now too. Yeah, that's weird.
I've heard that. How many times have we heard that in the person's nomenclature?
Yeah.
Well, of course that's real. Yeah. Anyway, so we got people. I thought we would pull some cards today, and Zerilath, so good to have you back on, man. I tell you,
Thank you.
I do watch your videos, and I'll make sure that people get y'all's links. I didn't put them in. Just didn't have time. So, but I'll make sure they get in.
and a shout out to the moderator in the YouTube chat, Susie Q. She shows up to a lot of my live streams and things, so I love her.
Susie Q is the best.
I see her everywhere.
I told her she's got that song about her. Oh, Susie Q. Baby, I love you. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. We could do karaoke time too as well. Yeah, that's always fun.
You don't want to hear me on karaoke.
I'll watch you guys.
They won't
do
pay for that.
karaoke. I'll watch you guys do karaoke. I'll just sit in the background.
Fly me to the moon.
See, there we go. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Oh,
Just, leave all tips, make sure that you tip the waitress on the way out. That's all I got to say. And, the staff can, anyway. I had a list here of people who were wanting readings. And I know, Nina, you had said that, because I don't know what's all involved in a reading. I guess that's rather, it can get detailed, right?
mhm. Yeah, it can get quite personal.
Yeah, well,
So,
we don't want to get personal because,
Yeah.
listen, in this new and age, all you have to do is have a shirt on.
Mhm.
As Dr. Ram showed us, Dr. Miller, that, yeah, people actually do just sit in their underwear. I mean, it's so,
All you need to do is breathe and someone gets offended.
I love that guy. I mean,
mhm.
gets up and he doesn't have any pants on. It's like, okay, this is cool.
I won't do that to you.
Although I have to say, and Marcia, if you're here, Marcia Price, the classic of all time, it's number one. When the woman in the chat room said, could you please ask your guest to put on some clothes?
Yeah.
I said, what? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we're liberal here. We're just not that liberal. I mean,
Yeah. It's summertime. Come on.
exactly. Hello, Darlene. How you doing, my dear? Good to see you. So, I have a list, and however y'all want to do this, pull a card. David Barry is first on the list. He came in really early, and then Susie Kuyu, and then I have Jeannie, Lost in Space Tony, and
Oh, by the
Miriam.
way, I'm just a student in tarot right now. I actually haven't done any readings for anybody.
That's all right. Listen, this is how you learn. You're amongst the masters. Those two. I'm just the joker in the deck.
They're just the driver.
Oh.
Anyway, so have at it, folks. I have the Black Prism Oracle cards. If anyone wants them, these are interesting cards. This interesting energy on these.
Yes.
So have at it. David Barry, go as the river flows. Panel.
Good Barry. I saw one or two people in chat, and like the chat goes by real fast. That they specifically added me for a reading.
Okay. And who would that be?
Edna's the first one that I see. So if anybody wanted a reading before Edna, Tony Cherie.
Yep, I have Tony.
And yeah, okay, Edna and Tony.
Okay. So how do we want it? Well, I'll tell you what, Nina. Let's take David first, and then we'll take Zerilath. We'll take, who's the first on that list? Emma? Edna. Okay, sure. So, Miss Nina, you have the floor.
Okay, so what I thought, because there's so many in the chat, we're obviously not going to be able to cover everyone. And so I thought I would just do what I normally do on Hump Day, where we do the pick a card type of thing. So what I want you to do, everybody, to sit back, relax, take a deep breath, okay, and meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you're thinking of a question, okay? Because that way the cards that I'm using here are going to make more sense. I have a deck that's called the answer deck, so that will basically give you an answer. And then I got one from the guides and one from the angels here. So it'll be 3 cards for each number, okay? So while maybe the other fellow here does a reading or whatever, I can do the shuffling, okay, and then we can come back to me after he's done. But in the meantime, if the audience can then just meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you think of a question, then you can always write, comment your number there if you like, or not, whatever. And then I'll just do a general reading so that everybody can kind of get a bit of a reading. So yeah.
Excellent. All right, so you have it, David Barry. David's in there. David Barry, 75.
Did he just freeze up? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, we're all live.
So yeah, so you go ahead there while I'm shuffling for my thing.
Okay, so
Wait, am I going first?
Yeah, you're going.
I'm
'cause
so sorry.
I'll do the shuffling for my thing now while you're doing your thing.
I'm sorry, because you wanted to describe what you were doing. I said, like, okay, she's going first. See, this is Saturn. I wait and be respectful.
well, we're playing fastball here.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do Edna, and my assumption is got to go, to go quick, like one card draw, for this little kind of thing. I'll do 1 card, 1 rune, because everybody knows my specialty is synthesizing the Elder Futhark runes of the Norse tradition with tarot. So this is going to be a reading for Edna, who requested. So whatever this is, however this comes through to me, it's going to mean something to Edna. Woo! And we got to pop out here. And all right. We got the Hanged Man reversed. So Edna is your question, whatever's going on in your mind, is involving having your perspective is needs to get turned around. You're looking at the subject backwards. So that is what's happening there, and the energy to be mindful of is the rune Degage has popped up. Looks kind of like an hourglass or an infinity symbol in a certain sense. The runes aren't too clear, but if you look up Dagaz, but that's Degage, and Degage is it's the ultra radiance of like the noonday sun, in a sense. It's the word for day, and effectively it means part of how you're gonna get your perspective turned around is you got to get excited. You got to have fun with what you're doing. You have to project yourself on the situation, and that's going to be the energy that's going to help you get through this. So that's Edna.
Freaking fantastic. I'm like cheering on the side. Thank you. See, that was fantastic. All right, Nina, man.
All right, so I've done my shuffling here. So hopefully everybody's picked a number and had a question in mind. Okay. So I'm going to start with number 1 here. So if you pick number 1 and you had a question, they're saying to wait. Okay. The guides are reminding you that worry is a wasted emotion. And the angel you got is opal. So this is a crystal angel. So you'll also have a crystal as well, combined with the angel. This one is opal, and it says, let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. So this is for number 1, okay? So basically, whatever it is that your question is, they're saying to wait, to hold off a little bit on making any decisions there. They're also reminding you, worrying about it is a waste of time. Okay. There's no sense sitting there worrying about it. And basically to let yourself, shine. Don't be shy. Get out there and show the world that you have what it takes. Okay. So that's what I got for number 1. If you pick number 2 and you had a question, they're saying to let go of that. Okay. Whatever it is that your question is. They're also reminding you to practice moderation. Okay. And the crystal angel is titanium rainbow quartz, multifaceted. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person you are asking about. So basically, you know, letting go and practice moderation. This could, for somebody, this might be letting go of something, maybe an addiction or something that you're doing too much of. You might need to look at letting go of that. But also keep in mind that there are multi-dimensions and layers to this. So it might not just be one thing. It could be multiple things. Okay, so this might resonate for some, maybe not. Well, that's what I got for number 2. And if you pick number 3 and you had a question in mind, they're saying to choose another direction. Maybe look at a different angle. The guides are reminding you to make each day count. And the crystal angel is Canite. Make time for self-care. Taking care of yourself is essential right now. So if you've been feeling a little stressed out, and who hasn't, I guess, in these recent times, they're reminding you to maybe take some self-care, okay? To relax, you know, don't do too much. You got to remember that make each day count, okay? So take a step back, don't rush around, you know, enjoy every day as it comes along, okay? And if you did have a question, you might want to look at maybe a different direction or a different option or something along those lines, okay? So hopefully that resonates for you guys. If it does, I love some feedback to hear if it resonated for you guys. So yeah.
Thank you. That is far out.
Well, this way everybody sort of gets a reading. It's not just 1 or 2.
Someone said, Princess Funk said, I picked 2, and she just mentioned the titanium rainbow quartz, which I was told to get in meditation and finally got it 3 days ago.
Wow, awesome. That's cool.
Amazing.
It is amazing. Yeah.
So you can do that over again, right? We can choose a number, just reset the questions in mind that someone would have.
Yeah, I can't see why not.
Okay, all right.
You know?
Far out, because I like that. I think that is really pretty cool. All right, Steve, you got the ball in your court.
Excellent, excellent. So next on my list is Tony. When it comes back around to me, Joyce, and if there's time, consciously just express their interest. Oh, and Susie wants one too. We'll see how all this goes. I don't know if we're locked into an hour or not.
We'll go with the flow.
All right. So here we go. I've got my 3 decks out with me. The first one I did, everybody recognizes as the Rider-Waite, specifically the Radiant Rider-Waite, but kind of gonna have fun and go through my 3 decks. And so this is from my Crystal Visions deck. If anybody's aware of it, it normally has an unknown card in it, but I didn't know that when I got it, and I cycled the energy, the unknown card out, because I don't like how the numerology changes, and I think that the Wheel of Fortune handles the purpose of the unknown card anyway, and it's a redundancy. All right, so for Tony, your reading is Knight of Wands reversed. Hold on a second. Make sure that's on the screen. That's the Knight of Wands reversed. Let me show you how that looks straight up. So that's the Knight of Wands reversed. So the way that your willpower is being projected, the way that your passion is being projected, it's either in a certain sense of lack, or it's in a sense that's misguided and could be a little possibly overly aggressive. It can mean one of those two particular things. And oh, okay, I'll take a look at that. All right. And this has something to do. We have the Fehu rune has popped up. The Fehu rune is the rune of basically like abundance, wealth, and resources. It's the first rune in the alphabet. It's very base material needs, if you will, shelter and food and such. So this has something to do with the decisions being made in your material well-being. So work with that energy and try and straighten it out.
Cool. I know David Barry said he wanted, I guess, you to give him a reading, and he said, "Hey,
Yeah, I caught that. I caught that message." All right,
and
David.
I think we had Brian Lumsford who just stepped in as well. So the panel is all here, folks. So the fam is going. So anyway, you have the floor still, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do Joyce next.
Joyce, you are up.
All right, Joyce. Now I'm going to cycle out. Now I'm going to do, this is my personal favorite, which is the Wildwood Tarot. It's super pagan. It combines elements of the Norse and Gaelic symbolism in the cards. And so it's just a really great way of having a good Indo-European connection in a reading.
My homeland.
All right, so Joyce, ooh, we got the Pole Star has popped up for you. So this is about True North. This is about finding that highest direction, that highest directive, that truest cause. And you're going through a process of healing. We've popped out with Hagalaj. Hagalaj is a rune of healing. It can be a rune that puts you through the ringer. Sometimes, like, you might feel like you're in a washing machine where everything's getting torn up, and it's just like the natural forces are just screwing with you. But this is involved with your process of finding True North.
I dig that. Kind of gives you an idea. Nina, you want to pull a card for, how about let's do Lost in Space. See what comes up on your deck.
So which deck? I got so many decks here that, different types. I even have like a Daemon Tarot.
Ooh.
I know.
Well, as the spirit leads, go.
It's neat. I love those the cards, the messages that you get. It's a little different, this deck, because it has your daemon on the card and a description of the daemon sort of thing, but then you have to go into the book in order to get the meaning. So it has a lot of written, but the stuff on the bottom here will be the divination part of it. A lot of it is warnings or things to look out for. So it's a neat deck. So I don't know.
Whatever you'd like to do. Let's and by the way, hello Brian. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I thought you said 2 o'clock my time.
Isn't 12 noon 2 o'clock your time?
Well, you said 2 o'clock my time. I got to thinking. I was laying on the bed. Well,
yeah.
Go on at 2 o'clock. So I
no, you're not too late, Al.
And I saw you were already on. So I'm sorry I'm late.
No,
but
it's all right.
Something
Cool.
told me to get off my butt and get in here.
Excellent. Well, good, because we got a lot of people here. So Lost in Space. Nina, let's pull a card on him, whatever deck you feel.
Okay, I got the Daemon deck here. Let's just check it out. Well, this one actually jumped out. I'm not even trying to say that name because that's what he looks like.
How far out is that?
I know,
like that.
right?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna look him up here.
So how long have you been on?
About 30, almost 40 minutes. Time is
All right.
flying.
So this was for Lost in Space, was it?
Lost in Space, yes.
Okay, Lost in Space. So they're saying focus on finding your way when off the beaten path, but beware of being led astray by distractions.
Ooh.
So I don't know if that resonates.
I Lost in Space, you just give
Lost
us
in
the feedback on that. I mean, I think this is far out personally. So Brian, I'm going to give you Miriam.
Miriam.
Over in the
So I'm gonna
Netherlands, I believe.
I'm gonna do from the my cosmic. This is honor of Brian, by the way. I started with these, and I'm gonna go with these. I do have another
I'm happy to see that.
tarot book by Kim Kranz, which I really love. So I can pull from either one, but I think for now I'm just gonna pull from the cosmic deck. And you said this is for Miriam.
Yes.
Okay.
And folks, I'm trying to keep it. I know, Steve, you're going to do one for David Barry specifically, and Susie Q, and Jeannie and Tony, right?
Yeah, I took care of Tony.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Susie, and Consciously are the and David are the three that I saw.
Okay, all right, we'll
Attention
get
to the chat here.
okay.
Okay, Miriam, for you, I pulled the Limitless card. These are beautiful cards.
Oh, they are. Look at that.
And I am going to read from the book because that's what I
Good.
know so far. It says, through this card, limiting beliefs and conformity are being addressed. It is easy to get caught up in the material world with its illusionary expectations, false sense of security, and living our lives in what society deems as perfect and societal bubbles. People get lost in the games and falsity in their everyday monumentous existence. Living a life to the expectations of society is just as restricting as living life in prison. There's only so much room you have available to move freely before the walls of the cell are felt. If you were drawn to this card, you're being asked to reflect on your life and the walls that inhibit you, or the programs. If you were drawn to this card, you're being asked, backing up. These walls are made up of limiting beliefs and prevent you from following your heart and reaching your dreams. Limiting beliefs that stem from childhood experiences and expectations, which keep you locked in an invisible cell. Dear one, don't let these limiting beliefs and expectations of yourself and others confine you. You're not born to be imprisoned. You're born to fly, to sing your tune and dance your dance. You're born to truly live in the experience, this life and all its blazing glory. Reach for the stars and follow your dreams. You have the strength and courage within you to break free from societal expectations. It is time to truly acknowledge the magnificent soul you are and break free from the binds that have held you back. You will be amazed at your own power and motivation. The affirmation is, I am ready to create a life of my own choosing. We are creators. Your associated chakras are base, sacral, and your solar plexus.
Wow. All right, Miriam, you'll have to address that. That you get carried away and you're sitting back here, it's like you're riding the same cart they are. Steve, thank you, Brian. That was powerful, brother.
Wow, the energy in this room is off the charts.
I'm expecting the light to go anyway. Okay, Steve, thank you.
All right. All right, so this one's going for Consciously. Consciously, this is your draw. All right. You got the moon. So this question revolves around what's going on with your thoughts and emotions. It's upright, so whatever's going on, it's kind of affirming that your thoughts and emotions are in a good place. Let's see what kind of information the runes can pull out about what's going on with you And okay, so I've pulled Hagalaj again. So kind of the same thing, very specialized. So like you're going through a healing process about things that have currently been on your mind, effectively. And so just kind of surf the waves, if you will. It'll be a little bit bumpy, but you got a good head on your shoulders. That's consciously.
Far out. I love this. Nina, Cindy, I think it's Griffey. I hope that was the last name.
Cindy?
Cindy, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any particular deck or?
As I say, let the spirit flow.
Oh, okay. Let's just go with your classic angel.
The energy in here is really groovy. I'm gonna tell you, it's
Oh, no, I can't pass. All right. So Cindy, you got Mystique or Mystic or no, Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miracles, solutions to appear. I don't know if you can see that.
I want that card.
So yeah, hopefully that resonates for you.
That is, I like that card.
Yeah. Sorry, Wayne. I've been pulled to pull. I've been moved to pull one more for Miriam from the other deck.
Okay.
So what I pulled, and I did pull this from the Kim Cran's The Wild Unknown book, and I pulled Temperance for her. So the great blue heron remains calm and peaceful as she blends the opposing elements of fire and water. The Temperance card asks you to be a moderator, much like the heron. Focus on cooperation and compromise. If you've been excessive in one aspect of your life, practice self-restraint and moderation now. You'll find a new sense of healing and balance from bringing a little harmony back into your life. Like if there was somebody or some kind of situation maybe you saw from a distance or even in your own life, and you can be the person that changes the direction of that battle that's going on between somebody with the higher aspects of love. Take that stance, and even if it's something in your own life, try and be the one who gives in just a little bit. It doesn't change who you are. It just changes the focus of the energy, and it transmutes the energy. So if there's something in your life like that, try and be the ambassador of
Cool.
Temperance.
Temperance is always good. All right, Mr.
Works with my
Zerilath,
wife.
please. Yeah, it works for all of us. That Steve, you're up.
For David, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see here. All right, we got the sun reversed. Here's how this is from the Crystal Visions. It's how it looks upright. So it's kind of like the Empress card. She has a baby instead of being pregnant, has had the child. So yeah, the sun reversed. The days that have been coming up before you have been you've been meeting them with a certain sense of adversity. It's been you don't have a good judgment of what these days have been like, how these new horizons for you have been coming up, and that's been a little bit of a problem for you. Let's take a look and see what the energy is behind that. So okay, so we have Yera. Yera is cooperation over time, is effectively the expression of Yera. It is based on working out the connectivity between two different points of knowledge that come together and work and become a whole eventually. So look back at the past couple of months, or look forward the next couple of months, both really, from where you are here and now in space time, and try to pull that perspective in until the day begins to make sense to you. And that's what I'm getting for David.
I listen, and I'm just speak this from my observational point. David, that just, I can see that, brother. I can see where that could speak to you. That's pretty far out. Wow. Okay. David, you can tell us whether that resonates with you or not, but yeah. Nina, Jessica. By the way, it's a great song by the Allman Brother Band, but I digress. Yeah, it's a great one. Yeah.
All right, let's pull one from the angel
I
cards.
can hear Dickie Betts.
All right, so Jessica, you got Xana. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe.
Wow.
So that's always nice. That's always nice to know.
What a freaking far out card, man. That's seriously. Jessica, if you're still here with us, let us know if that resonates. I mean, wow. What does David Barry have to say? Does that resonate with David?
He does. It does. He's
Okay.
confirmed that.
Excellent. Excellent. The next one I have is Valerie. So Brian, that would be you.
All right.
Valerie. I'm the same guy I used to be. And everyone can hear it, can't you? Uh-huh. See, we're communicating here, you know?
All right. I went with the cosmic again. And I got 5. Be still. All right. Be still, breathe. Find a well of tranquility and serenity within you. There are times when you feel like life is chaotic. Go figure. Circumstances and relationships test and challenge you with conflicting emotions and inner storms. Sometimes your emotions are felt deeply, and you may have moments of outbursts that express pain and inner rage. Feel the emotions and try to understand what has come forth from you. See the origins from which this reaction was born. There will always be triggers, dear one. The storms will pass, but how you react makes the difference to the severity and longevity of the storm. Be the eye of the storm. Who you are is best seen when you are challenged, pressured, and put to the test. You will react with rage, spite, and bitterness, or with peace, love, and compassion. If you react with anger and spite, do not be disheartened. Simply see that this is where you are at this time. Be gentle with yourself and go within to explore the deepest recesses of your hidden self. Find the root of why your reactions are so. Send this part of you love and compassion, and feel the healing light of love spreading throughout your entire being. You are the love, peace, tranquility, and serenity that you seek. It is you. Know it, feel it, be it. Be the peace that others seek. Be the stillness that others crave. Be the compassion that others need. In the stillness, there is clarity and peace. Go forth, dear one, and be a gentle voice that calms the storm. The associated chakras are the sacral, and the solar plexus.
Almost sounded like Milky himself, didn't it, folks? I mean, it's almost like someone.
Howdy, y'all.
Yeah, Zenu. Okay. Steve, who do you have on your side?
Okay. Now we're up with Susie.
She has been waiting, hasn't she?
Yes, ma'am.
Go grab my phone.
All right.
That was heavy.
Susie. The Page of Bows, the page of Bows, which is a fox spirit. This is my this is that Wildwood Tarot that I mentioned. So I like it because the courts of the lower arcana are all spirit animals. So it's got that spirit animal thing. It says stoat on the bottom. Yeah. So the page of the Bows, that's like the wands. That's fire. That's the fire suit. Your inquiry is involving that handling with care of the passion that you're moving forward. And I have picked up Yera once again. So just like with David, this is cooperation over time. So basically, just to be patient. It's the page of Bows. He's young, he's naive, he's training to be a knight or whatever. So there's that sense of are we there yet? So just focus on gaining the experience.
I love this, and only y'all can answer on this. Miss Nina, Valerie. Trying to keep
Valerie.
this on the list, folks. So if we don't
did
catch
we not do Valerie or
did
no?
we do Valerie?
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
I think we
okay.
I
did.
did. I did.
All right. So Big Al.
Oh no. Huh?
Ooh.
Who?
Big Al himself.
Oh, all right.
Hey, buddy. Ding.
Keep your eyes on the road, Big Al.
Oh, that way. Forward, buddy. Forward.
That one.
Oh, we got Chantel.
Chantel.
No
Ooh,
texting.
Big Al. I don't know if you're anything about you, but it says new romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. Big Al.
You know where I live, buddy. Panhandle of Florida, remember? That was 5'10".
I was thinking his wife, but I mean,
That's us. I just giving him. I have to give him
we
props.
don't judge here. I mean, everything's cool.
I'm
I
getting
mean,
no,
it's
it's
all-
great. But Al, when you look at him, it's the hat. It's the hat.
That may be right behind Marcia. Would you tell your guest to get some clothes on, please?
Oh yeah, I think I was here for that too. Woo.
Oh, come on. That's as funny as all get out.
I don't care who you are. That's some funny stuff right there.
I'm going to tell you what, just because it's Big Al, pull a card for Al, Brian.
I knew that was coming. I did.
I
I was
just
going to
had a
interject,
sense.
and I've said I'm not going to be rude. I'm going to let Wayne say that. But I
Yeah,
have
I
to pull
mean,
one
it came
for Al.
very strongly in, so we'll just. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
we heard you.
I have to get a good shuffle here for this guy.
That was classic, Nina. I love that. Seriously.
Wow.
Oh.
And this is
Hey, Big Al, I don't know. Ricky Nelson just comes to mind to me on a song. I don't know.
this is kind of synchronistic here because this is the card that I pulled for Brian's memorial for everybody
Interesting.
that day. Or the day before I think it was the same one. But Al, this is a new chapter. Oh, it's 24. Look at that. Break on
Is there
through to the other
synchronicity
side.
here, or is it just me? I
It's
mean,
always
okay.
synchronicity. That's what happened earlier. I was thinking of you and setting up for a ceremony today, Wayne. And I thought of you because I had a question about the circle of salt in the mirror. And you,
By the way, keep the mirror open.
yeah, okay, you sent a text within 5 seconds of me thinking that. I love that stuff. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. So moving forward. All
I'm
right.
in your
Al.
head, man.
Yeah, That happens. Okay, inner change. This is a new chapter, Al, and 24. I love giving the number if there's a reason for that. 24. Inner change and transformation has been occurring within you. Your soul now yearns to take the next step, a leap of faith into the unknown. A new chapter waits with new opportunities and adventures. Your heart has been nudging you forward for some time now, but the cautious mind has kept you at bay. Don't let fears of the unknown hold you back in a place that offers you no growth. More than anything, your soul longs to grow and evolve. Staying where you are does not give you room to soar to new heights of spiritual awareness and full consciousness. This part of the journey can be quite difficult, not only for you, but for those around you. Go through the process, honor your feelings and the feelings of those involved, but don't stay in this state of discontent. Honor this period, but move through it with courage, strength, and determination. Breathe deep and release all fears, doubts, and concerns. Follow your heart. Listen to your intuition and guidance. Believe in yourself. Don't trouble yourself with the opinions and expectations of others. This is your life, and you will know what is truly best for you. Although you can't see it, your next chapter brings wondrous lessons for growth that is indeed for your soul. Be true to yourself always and trust that spirit will guide your way. Take some time out and reflect on nature's wisdom to guide you through this period. Rest assured that smooth roads are ahead, and the chakras are the solar plexus and the heart. I'm also getting, take some time in nature. I know you're in it all day driving, but sit under a tree, meditate on something small, and try and clear your head up, and you'll find a lot of answers here, buddy. I love you. You know this.
Yeah, I think I've been sensing it now. You know, there's
Ding.
yeah. So wow, that's pretty heavy stuff. That's cool. Steve, what do you have on your list?
All right, I've got Janine, which is apparently the nickname of Michael or something. The chat room had me slightly confused. So,
that happens quite often.
So I got Janine here, and that's the end of like the list that I'm aware of who I specifically was interested in me.
Okay.
So here we go. Janine, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So you're kind of feeling that that bad hand of fate right now. You know that or you feel like the opportunity is just not opening up for you the way that you had hoped. And the runes are going to tell us, my God, Yera again. So I'm the guy that's delivering patience today for all.
Seems to be the theme.
Yeah.
Even with you,
like,
Nina.
This is my bag, and then I do a little shimmy shake, and then I dig with my fingers. And just let you know, it's not contrived. It's 3 times in a row I've picked up Yera, the year, the gear. The it represents 2 runes known as Kanaj coming together. These are the runes of knowledge, and so it represents one person's knowledge either in conflict with that same person's other kind of knowledge. You don't understand how you're solving the puzzle, or you're having a disagreement with someone else. You're trying to figure out how you agree with each other. These kinds of things where you're going from the conflict, the dissonance of the situation, to the cooperation of it, and it's through a process of time.
That's just cool. That's all I got to say. I know that he didn't ask, but I know he's sitting right next to Big Al. David Perry.
There you go.
Nina?
Sure.
You seem to be getting Big Al and David Perry. So
Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on there, or what message they have.
I'm still the one with Al. Still got me going. I'm going. Mm-hmm.
Well, it kind of went with the other card that the other
It
fellow
did.
had.
I mean, there was an
So
absolute
something
symmetry.
new's coming. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got Ariel. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation.
David Perry. If and Big Al, you tell me if I'm wrong, and that nails him down. Excellent. Brian, pull a card for David Perry. I'm just, you know.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, let me,
And Steve, I have Zen. You, I think.
Zin Uru is how I
Zen Uru.
my
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
I'm glad I let you go out ahead. All right, water safe.
All right. David, I pulled the last card in the deck, the world card. Wholeness and completion, my brother. The world is the final card in the journey of a major arcana. It signifies completion, harmony, and contentment. It's rare to experience this energy as we are usually consumed by wanting, needing, and achieving. So when this card appears, contemplate for a moment the idea of being whole. Focus on the image of the card. Close your eyes and envision this radiating energy inside you. What does that feel like? Where is it located? What blocks you from feeling and sensing feeling a sense of wholeness each and every day in your life? I'll send you a picture of it too, buddy.
That is, I love it. We're right on the right energy here. Thank you, Brian. Steve, you got it.
All right. So this is for Zin Uru, who I believe he wants to go by Anthony. I think that's like
Okay, Anthony.
All right. Anthony. All right, Anthony. Boom. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. So, yeah, you're in a place of emotional contemplation of the of all these different feelings that you've been going through lately. You're kind of at the end of this kind of emotional journey, and so you're sitting here. You've kind of got that contemplation of the moon happening, and in a place that's fairly calm, right? And let's see what we got here. I swear to God, if it's Yera again. I'm kidding. All right. Okay, so we have Othala, but it's reversed. Othala. Othala is the last rune in the alphabet. Some people think Dagaj is the last rune in the alphabet. I go with Othala because Othala is grounding. Othala represents where you feel at home, right? So you're going through this this kind of this end phase of this emotional journey that you've been going through, but at the same time you're feeling a little disconnected from where you are settled at. So that can be a little bit on the problematic side, and basically if you want to work this energy out, because with the runes, unlike with the tarot, there's counterbalances in the energies, and so you work with your mind. You work with your mind, so you've got that moon element going on right there. So really focus in on the balance of the mind, and letting your thoughts and emotions kind of give you that natural guidance to come to the place where this feels like it's unblocked, and that you found your grounding, and you can complete the process that you just went through.
Wow. Patrick, Anthony, you let us know whether that ministers to you or not. That is cool. Some of this stuff here is just Nina, David Castle I know he didn't actually, but I could sense it. So,
Okay.
David Castle, this is for you. And we have others. I have Deep Thoughts and Loretta as well. So, sweet Loretta was.
Indriel, you are a light worker. God needs you to shine your divine light and love like an angel upon the earth and all of its inhabitants.
David Castle. Put your thumbprint down here again, because that one matched up. That one was great. Well, thank you, Tony. That's very. She says thank you, Zerilath, as well. So, what do you got, Brian? You got something for?
Yeah, I do. I pulled
David?
the Mother Earth card, 22. Is that man alive path 22? I'm just curious. This is a great card, by the way. It goes really well with that. Your heart is open and your intentions are pure. Know that you are being guided and nurtured by Mother Earth herself. She embraces you with her beauty and wisdom in all that you do. She reminds you of the light through the illuminating stars, your beauty through flowers, your sacred knowledge through the balance through her trees. Nature guides you in every facet of your life. If you have picked this card, Mother Earth calls to you in love. Earth Guardian, you are being called to assist humanity in remembering its divine connection to nature. Now is the time to express and share your creativity, wisdom even further. It is through your the sharing of your love and talent, that others will be inspired to journey into deeper realms with themselves. Transformation and healing of the earth starts within every human being. The earth simply reflects your inner state. We are all part of the one consciousness expressed in its many forms, the many aspects. When we die, our body dissolves into the earth, which then nourishes the soil, which feeds the trees and plants, forever weaving, never adding or subtracting in this cosmic connected dance of life. If humanity can focus on healing and nurturing the worlds within themselves, the earth will come to reflect their higher vibrational energy and light. Your work, Earth Guardian, is to assist others to remember their true divine selves and reconnect to the natural world. Do what you came here to do, shine your light, walk your walk, and do all this continued truth and in truth and integrity. I am dissolving into oneness that is. And the chakras are heart, throat, third eye, and crown.
Well, I know Mr. Castle through his writings, and that, from what I've read of him and picked up on his energy. But you let us know, my friend. All right, guys, if you're going to go for, I have three more people. I have Deep Thoughts, I have Loretta, and I think Joyce. Are you serious? So, Steve, take Deep Thoughts.
All right, deep thoughts. Let's do it.
This has been really spot on, because sometimes you get the, you have the backside story and you're going, me thinketh that this kind of has got something to it.
All right. We picked up on the Two of Stones reversed. So this is the challenge card. With the Wildwood, each one they kind of have a word that they throw in there to kind of like, add add an intended meaning along with it. And I like them. They usually work out really well. So yeah, the Two of Stones challenge reversed, right? So stones, that's your pentacles. So that's involving material resources and things of that nature, right? And so the balance between these two resources are in question. Feels like a kind of like a losing battle to keep the checkbook kind of balanced, if you will, which is always the case with new money. And let's see what we got here. And the rune for it is popping up with Souled. This is the soul, where we see that dégage is like the big radiance of the sun. Imagine Saul as like a single ray of that sun. And this is the soul rune. This is so this corresponds to the energies of your soul desires, right? So what's going to help you balance out your troubles with your various resources or finances, however it's manifesting with the stones. Just listen to your soul desire and make sure that the resources are balanced out to fit that. Otherwise, you're going to be really disrupted throughout the whole process. It'll turn into like a bad investment, if you will.
She's applauding, saying thank you. So we've got 3 left: Loretta, Joyce, and Bernadette. I didn't forget you, hon. So if you've already signed off, come back and re-listen on this. So Steve, you'll end with Bernadette, and Nina, take Loretta, and then Brian, you can take Joyce. This has been fun. We're going to do this again. I like to probably do this every Friday. This is a good hangout. I think in the days to come, people are going to need some of that inner guidance, shall we say. Patience, apparently.
There are strange things afoot at the Circle
Yes, there are. All right, Miss Nina.
Okay, well, this one popped out, so I'm going to go with that. Adriana, I am leading you towards the answer to your prayers. Please listen to and follow the steps I am communicating through your intuition, your thoughts, and your dreams. So they are listening and they are trying to communicate with you.
Wow. Loretta, let us know on that one. Wow, that one. Okay, Mr. Brian, and thank you. And I just want to, while we get this near, I just want to thank all of you for being on the panel. This is great. If y'all like to come back on, like I said, I'd like to do this more. All right, Mr. Brian.
All right.
I mean, it's not like we have anywhere else to go.
There are plenty of portals, my friend.
Well, no, that I agree with.
Yeah. Timeline? What timeline? Which one?
It's all the straits, man, that I can't handle.
In World War II, we had to storm the beaches from the water. This time we're storming the beaches from the land.
I mean, the hell out of here.
All right. I pulled number 1, Awaken, Joyce.
Wow.
And I also pulled another one for you, too. I want to read that afterwards, though. Let's see. It's time to awaken. Humanity needs your unique, illuminating light. Seems to be a common theme here.
It does.
Year 1, the universe has been gently nudging you forward with signs, synchronicities, dreams, and coincidences. It is time to awaken your true creative potential and inner power. You are being propelled forward to stir the ancient wisdom that is already in you. Enjoy the process of unfolding and watch consciously as your life transforms. You already possess all the tools you'll need on your journey. And this chapter is simply a reminder to pay attention to the signs. Your conscious awareness is expanding, and the wisdom of the sages is being reflected to you through Mother Earth herself. Situations are presenting themselves to you which match your increasing vibration and remind you of your awakening power. A deeper inner knowledge is emerging. Even if you are not aware of it, portals within you are being healed and opened, allowing inspiration and ancient wisdom to be readily accessed. You have always possessed an innate wisdom, but need to clear and balance certain areas in your life. This is now your chapter to reveal the world who you truly are and the unique light that you hold. Embrace the amazing soul that is you. Accept that you have a vital role to play. Go with the flow and follow the signs, for you are not alone. Divine guidance is with you every step of the way to assist you where you need to be. Let the pace flow naturally. Don't rush or be frantic during this time. Just allow yourself beautiful petals to gently unfold to the amazing, magnificent soul that truly is you.
chakras are the heart, third eye, and the crown. And I have also, pulled this before, is the Two of Wands, which is determination and direction. With the Two of Wands, it is clear you're on your way to success. You've focused on a goal, and you have boldly pointed all efforts in that direction. Since the suit of Wands deals heavily with the mind, take this time to become aware of your thought patterns, specifically toward yourself, which is the quality and tone of your thoughts, your vibration. Is it mostly positive or negative? How well do you treat yourself on the journey to your highest dreams? Wow. Boom, shakalaka.
Boom, shakalaka. And Steve Zerilath, thank you, sir, for being. You will end this phenomenal. People have just really enjoyed this. So this is for Bernadette.
All right, for Bernadette. Here we go. I think we've probably run out of time because there's a Jenny who wants a reading, and I can do special for her because we ran out of time. All she has to do is hit me up on like YouTube or my email address or whatever. We'll
and I'll put his link in there, and I'll put your email as well if you like, Steve.
Yeah, no, please do.
Okay.
That's how you order my services for money.
There you go.
So for Bernadette, you've got the Six of Cups reversed. So the Six of Cups is about, it's very much about like charity, the emotional giving, because you've got all these cups. They've got the white lily in it, and the white lily's got certain kind of significance because it's with the Fool card. So there's a sense of charity that is involved here. And so you're feeling that there's been a kind of a lack, or perhaps a perversion of a charitable act that is involved here, where where it was emotionally dishonest, and the energy going on behind that is very interesting. So this is Uwaj. This is the fire wheel. This is the death and rebirth symbol. So this sense of charity is probably coming from, I'm getting a sense of, it's coming from a place of fear. It's coming from a place of fear because you're going through this process. There's no reverse on this room. So it's one of those is what it is. It's it's gonna be a little bit scary. But whatever this situation is, don't be afraid to give, even if you don't think that you have enough to give, because you're just going through a pretty hard process that's changing you.
That's deep. Bernadette, follow up. That's what I would say. Darth, I see that you're in there, but we're about to close, my friends. So Nina the Mystic, thank you. Always so good. Listen, love to have y'all back. I mean, I think this is something, I could see this becoming a pretty regular happening.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, and anytime.
Yeah, and I'll put your contact. And Brian, I've had you on my heart, because I know you and Milky, y'all did your regular, I know it was many times Friday or Sunday shows, excuse me. And so I've missed you, and I hope you will come back on. Love to talk to you about your fairies and that. But again, you're welcome to come back. I'd like to make this kind of a regular thing. It's obvious people, there's a list. I know we missed many people, but it happens that way, doesn't it, folks? Yeah. And Steve Zerilath, thank you, sir. I love your energy. I'd love to have you back on as a solo guest and kind of get your take on, I think, some of the things that are coming forth. I'll put it that way.
I'd love to share what Source brings through.
Good. Yeah, I think that's absolutely ideal. All right, everyone, have yourselves. It is Friday, right? Yeah.
Something like that.
What day is this?
Yeah.
You can
thank-
see I don't pay attention to time anymore.
I mean, it's really it's time warp, baby. Thank all of you beautiful people. We'll see you on Monday. Much love to the Soul Tribe, and thanks to everyone for your gifts. Bosto to everyone. Go out this weekend and bosto with the person you don't know. Well, let them know first.
Also, everyone.
Yeah.
Just do it anyway.
Keep the social distancing. That's what we say.
Nah,
All right,
just
you
hug
too.
'em.
Thanks.